Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of minds to think. Albert Einstein said so, the man who is famous for being one of the greatest minds of our time. And now is the time that we start training our minds to learn more about blockchain technology and crypto assets. And who can talk about this in detail is actually the person who is very well connected with various educational institutes and teaches blockchain technology and crypto assets. He teaches at IIM Calcutta, IIT Lucknow. And without a further ado, let's talk to the Professor Devi Prasad Choudhary himself. Hello and welcome to our show, Mr. Devi Prasad. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
So, as you are teaching blockchain and crypto assets at IIM, so I would like to actually ask like what are the popular use cases? Not exactly like there's something interesting and more popular that generally people don't talk about, because we have been talking about tokenization and how this can be there in financial sectors, or there are so many sectors and so many healthcare industries and all. So is there anything specific that you would like to point out?
Sure. See, we have seen many use cases in past, like utility tokens, stable coins, security tokens, and in utility tokens there are diverse sectors has been addressed. But what I see currently, the blockchain, the way it is moving forward, the new narratives or bigger narratives has been NFTs and Metaverse. But while we go there, I see that the potential of another use case which is quite significant to play out is monetization of assets. And these assets are nothing but any assets around us, tangible or intangible. Those can be monetized. While in Metaverse, you create virtual assets and then being tokenized or fractionalized or whatever it is.
Right.
But I strongly feel that we have significant opportunity in monetizing the assets around us.
So are you talking about only digital assets or all kind of assets?
Assets can be in any form. It can be tangible or intangible, and it doesn't mean that it has to be only digital.
Okay, great. So why do you think that this monetization is important?
Because see, what happens is, to any economy or any organization for that matter to run efficiently, your asset utilization should be optimum. Now, in past 50 years back, the asset utilization of overall globally was above 90%. But today it has dropped to 50%, 50 to 60% range, which is saying that it is quite alarming that we have a big amount of assets lying in our balance sheets probably, and we don't find a way to monetize them, and the optimum utilization of those assets are not happening. So this technology has that potential to bring that analog world to the digital world, and make it financialized and make it fractionalized and take it to more people's hand and create as much as benefits to the user or the organization or the economy.
Okay. And you think that this can be done only on centralized way or decentralized way, or both?
Well, I would love to have this happen a decentralized way, but the connect or the bridge today is definitely required because analog world is centralized, right? But you cannot just ignore the benefits of technology. So probably you may not be able to do it complete decentralized to begin with, but once your assets you bring it to a digital form, you can do decentralized. But however, you need not to let go the opportunity, having said that it has to be done only decentralized. It can be done with a combination of centralized system and take it to this Web3 model where you put the digital form of the same asset, whatever procedure you need to follow to convert that, and bring in custodian in between to ensure that the assets are not being double spent, and this is possible, and this can be a massive market.
So what do you think with this asset monetization, how the economy is going to be beneficial?
Well, see, today, if I ask you a simple example, today if I have to collateralize or sell my flat, I have to list it somewhere. Right? And that's my personal asset, but I don't know whether it will be sold or not because of the pandemic situation or whatever it is. And having said that, if I can tokenize my property or my asset, there is a mechanism through the by shaking hands with the centralized format, I can still tokenize my asset and get liquidity out of it. And situations like pandemic or any other crisis in life, probably I will be able to mitigate at a lower cost and much efficient way.
Okay. So will it be also possible when there is no situation like COVID?
Yeah, why not? It's not about at the time, in the time of crisis only you will use it.
Right.
But probably it can be a better route for getting working capital for your initiatives, if you have any, at a lower cost or with less friction. And
so what you're trying to say with this asset monetization with the help of blockchain, whether it is centralized or decentralized, however this can happen, but this can bring down the cost.
Yes, absolutely, because today India Power Bonds is one of the company has approached one of the company called MakerDAO through mitigating the regulatory compliances. Okay, it is not like they just want to go there and get the fund. They are ready to comply with all the regulatory requirements, and they have set up a legal counsel for that, and with that they could able to execute $120 million worth of bonds. They are trying to liquidate from MakerDAO, and the work is in process. And if that happens, probably they could able to raise the funds probably maximum 6% or 7%, which is much lower than what you generally get from any financial institution probably, and that's the disruption.
Yeah. So at the same time, what are the projects that are like happening in this space?
I'm very closely watching one of the project called Centrifuge.io. They are kind of the licensing body between these requirement or the companies or entities who wants these sort of funds, and they connect to project like MakerDAO, Aave, and they leverage this journey so that seamlessly this can be executed. So one opportunity is that you being a seeker, you go to these companies and let this happen, or you yourself take set up those relevant regulatory requirement infra and then access that capital.
Okay. So but I have a question which is a very important question, because when we are talking about this asset monetization, a prominent use case of blockchain, the regulatory is still not in place, and yet to be formed. So how do you think the regulatory compliances are mitigated in this case?
See, it is not you're trying to create token per se, so that you get a eye from regulatory authorities not to launch any private currencies, or what has been pointers from regulatory bodies as of now.
So you're sure that there won't be any tokenization later also?
No, see, tokenization is a different thing altogether, that if you're issuing a utility token, there is a problem with regulatory bodies. But if I'm liquidating my assets, and tokenizing that, I don't think anybody would have that problem, because that is my asset, right?
Not just using it as a currency.
Correct. And I will go and pledge this, my asset as a collateralization and raise it at a better rate and bring it in fiat currency only. I need not to get it into crypto also.
Or CBDC.
Yeah, CBDC is a way forward. We will see how it plays out.
Yeah, but we are looking forward to that, right?
Definitely, but CBDC, it is taken its own time. But I'm not sure whether it will come on blockchain or not blockchain. If it is not coming on blockchain, then I have my own concerns. Then is it really required, right? So that's a different debate altogether.
Like you've already initiated it, because I would like to still ask that if it is not on blockchain, how would that be possible? Because there will be issues related to at a lot of levels, because blockchain offers actually safety, security, immutability. So all those things will not be there if they do not.
That's the same question I have. I mean, nobody is able to answer me, because my first question would be that if you are bringing CBDC on blockchain, will you cap the supply of money? or still you continue to increase the supply whenever you want?
That's an
But-
interesting question.
Yeah, so I have this question. I have never got an answer from whoever is working on CBDC.
Right.
So this is a very interesting debate, you know. That clarity has not come yet. So I am literally waiting. I know 70 plus countries are working on CBDC.
Yes.
But I would be the most happiest person if they can execute on blockchain and bring in a good ramp to hook onto and encash these benefits for myself and for the billions of users waiting for it.
Yes, I cannot fathom that if it comes actually without the blockchain, frankly enough.
Yeah.
Actually, the way the advantages the blockchain offers and the way it is being the technological advances that are taking place day by day, there are a lot of things are happening in this space.
Correct. And see, one important aspect you need to understand is that if it is not on blockchain, then our money is already digital. We don't use cash much. Probably 10% only we are using.
So then it will be namesakes.
Exactly. So you know, I still wonder that why you would like to do that. And there are so many other factors to tap upon to understand. Is that if the money is coming from central bank digital currency, then what is the role of commercial banks? Then will the call center will be run by the central bank? Will central bank will be responsible for any issues of infrastructure?
Right.
So who is going to take that hassles?
Right.
And if the money is directly coming to us, will it come in the form of wallet? Or it will still continue be in the account form. If it is account form, then it is not on blockchain. If it is wallet, then who will have the private keys? Who will create that awareness to the people how to manage the private keys of their wallet?
Right.
We haven't started yet that journey.
Yes.
Then I doubt how is that coming to going to come on blockchain.
Yes. But at the same time, government is positive about the blockchain technology and the developments. They want to include this because they know how if they do not include from the technological point of view, then India will not be able to, from the innovations point of view and the advances, India will not be able to compete with the other countries.
Yeah, we are still lagging. We are happy to be lagging. That's what I can say. Probably that's why we are seeing exodus of entrepreneurs from here to Middle East. But yeah, probably better late than never, I would say, being positive and being trying to be optimistic about it. Well, let's hope for the best.
Yes. On that note, thank you so much for coming to the studio, and it's actually I feel obliged, honored that you are here, and I could actually talk one-to-one with you. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me here. Thank you.
Blockchain and crypto assets are already making their mark in the educational space. If you do not want to fall behind and run equally with all the tech savvies of the world, then you must know that getting educated in crypto space is the new high of today's time. To know more, do subscribe to our channel Crypto TV on YouTube and find out all the relatable content on blockchain and crypto on the go. I am your crypto host Parvati Nirvan, signing off for now. Bye-bye.